of sale? Because we are a point of sale, not exclusively, but a lot of folks here work on point of sale. How did you make those decisions? Like, what was your starting point? And there's lots of choices you can make, a little overwhelming sometimes.
Yes, and I'm going to be honest with you, our tech does not speak to each other currently.
Okay.
Because what trumps that, that's what the boss says. That's what the white hat says. The white hat says all the tech has to talk to each other. What the staff says is I've got to be able to use this technology. At the end of the day, that's what we want. So the technology that we chose here ultimately was the tech that was easiest to use and most seamless for our staff, which, as you can appreciate, your staff as a collective group does not share the same skill set. Some are very intuitive about using technology, some really struggle to use technology. And we made a choice to not have our technology integrate because we needed it to work with our staff.
Okay. And when you think about payment and printing, like, how do you think about those things? Are they connected for you? Eventually, how did you make your choice for the solution? You've got several solutions that would fill that bill. How did you make that choice?
How did I make the choice? Ultimately, we made the choice that, again, I've got a lineup of 12 people deep at my bar, and somebody wants to buy their beer, pay for their beer, and go sit down. I made the choice of what was going to work most efficiently in that circumstance. Because I cannot, if I lose that customer, they're never coming back. I can figure out how the back end works. I can make the tech talk to each other with a smart person in my office. I can never get that customer back. So for me, that's how we made the choice. It was that simple.
So let's finish off with, and then we're going to do some questions, but let's finish off with advice for the folks in the room. As you can see, looking at the tables, there are folks from everything from hardware to software to integrators to all these things. So when they go to talk to people like you, and this is really the biggest benefit, the gift you can give us, when they go to talk to people like yourself, what's the best way to approach you, and what are those key points that you want to be hearing from the people who offer you different solutions?
So back in my consultant days, I did a lot of research with small business people. And what I can tell you is small business people don't want to talk to you because they're thinking of 100 other things like their cash flow and their HR, and it is such a pain to get them. But at the end of the day, I think what any small business or medium-sized business wants is you have to separate the difference between what the business wants and what the practical parts of the business needs. And ultimately, that is the most important thing. If anybody was ever to come to me, it would be all about how easy it is, how seamless it is, and how my staff can make this stuff work.
What's the best sales presentation or the best consultative? Do you like to hear, whether a point of sale or whatever it is, do you like, hey listen, I think I know a little bit about your industry, I'm not going to ask you what your pain points are because you're busy. Like, what's the best approach for you and your colleagues?
Best approach is the elevator pitch. So think of the one thing that is an added value thing, and then you're going to get my attention. So
because often you're replacing an existing system, or there's not a lot of greenfield startups.
No, here's the problem. I have an existing system that I've paid for, that my staff knows how to use. So those two things I've got to get over. One, it's going to cost me $5,000 or more to make the switch. Two, I have to retrain my staff. Some of my staff is not going to get it. There's going to be problems. So I'm predisposed to say no to whatever you're offering me. If your elevator pitch can identify a pain point and present some singular added value benefit, then I'm going to listen.